What's going on, YouTube? It's your homie guy about to bring y'all a new video today on the It's On You channel. And today this video is about a new upgrade that I did to my Daniel Defense DD M4V7. It's a new trigger that a friend of mine sent to me, my good homie Alan. I'm surprised he sent it to me because it's not cheap. It's right around $300-400, trigger or whatnot. But it didn't fit in one of his guns that he wanted to put it in particular. And instead of him sending it back, he sent it to me. So before I get to it, I got to do my EDC dump. So we're going to start off with my watch. This is the Seiko 5 Sport, and this is the GMT model. All right, we're going to move to my left side, and it's my keys, Cycle Firefighter key lanyard, and a Olight keychain light on here. All right, also in my front left pocket, we have my wallet. It's a Recycle Firefighter memory wallet. All right. And we have my spare mag, which is held by a Neomag. All right. The EDC light of choice is the Cloud Defensive MCH. This is the EDC head. All right. Also in my back left pocket, I keep a tourniquet, and this is the Soft T tourniquet. All right. And we have my Ride in the Rain notepad. All right, would have been in my right back pocket is my phone, but I'm recording from it. It's the iPhone 14 Pro. All right. My multi-tool is the Leatherman Skeletal. This is the CX model. All right. EDC blade of choice is the Benchmade Osborne, the 0940. And I also have the deep pocket carry clip, which is an upgrade. Got it off of Benchmade's website, and it's only $10. So if you're looking for a deep pocket carry clip for the Benchmade, they're only $10, and it's cheaper than buying the aftermarket. They're like the only company that makes their own deep pocket carry clips for their blades. All right. Also, we have my Apple AirPod Pros in the hype case. We got the good old chapstick, and we have the Fisher Space Pen bullet. All right, what else we got? And the gun, this is the CZ-P01 Omega with the lock thin grip matrix on here, the all black. We have the True Glow night sights up top. We have the Surefire X300 Ultra. This is the Omega model, like I said, thin trigger. And it is Ryan in a Alex and Ryan design appendix rig holster. All right, so we're gonna get right to it. The trigger is pretty dope. I don't know if any of you, if you follow me on Instagram, I talked about it and posted it. But this is the trigger right here. And before we get too far, we're going to show that the gun is clear. As you can see, nothing in here, nothing in the chamber, and there's no mag in here. All right. The trigger is freaking dope. This is literally the best trigger ever made. And that's the name of it. It's made by Q, the guys that make the honey bears and all that good stuff to fix. And it is dope. It is dope. So as you can see, that is the take up. And we're gonna take it off safe. That's the take up. Then you're gonna see the wall and then the break. I mean, this is a 2.5 trigger, 2.5 pound trigger. We're gonna do it again. This is the reset. Very minimal. I mean, very minimal. Then you got the break. And that's it, man. This is a very light trigger. It allows you to have very good, accurate follow-up shots because you don't have to press as hard. It takes some getting used to, especially like me. I've been running mil-spec triggers for years, as long as I've been shooting rifles and ARs or whatnot. I do have a lighter trigger in my AR-10. It's not as light as this. It's a 3.5. It's a 3.5. It's a 3.5 trigger. And you can tell the difference in the trigger pull versus mil-spec and this. This is very lighter, much lighter than the 3.5. And I'm going to show it to you. It's a CMC trigger that I put in my AR-10. And as you can see, this one as well. It's nothing in the chamber. And as you can see, no mag. So We're gonna drop the bolt, take the safety off, and as you can see, you have the take up, and it's very little, and then you at the wall right there, and then that's the brake. There you go. That's the reset. You can feel the reset, and then there's the brake. Now, the difference with something that I would say I don't like, I'm not gonna say I necessarily don't like it, but it's something I had to get used to. With this trigger, you can feel and hear the reset. Now, of course, you can't hear it when you are shooting the gun, but you can feel the reset. You can feel it. It's very, very positive and tactile. You can hear it. But with the literally the best trigger ever made, you can't hear it. You're not going to hear it. You barely can hear it at all when you're not shooting. As you can see, I'm going to see if you guys can hear that. That's the reset. And you barely can feel it. And then there's the brake. So you can't really feel the reset. And that's something I had to get used to. As you can see, if you can hear it. Barely. And then the brake. So, of course, you can't hear when you're shooting it. And when you're shooting the gun, you can't feel the reset at all. Right now, I can't. So I have probably about 200, 250 rounds at the range with this trigger. I'm going to get some more range time in it. I'm going to throw a clip in with me shooting at the range. And I want to say that clip, this clip is going to be probably my first range trip with the trigger. And I got some more footage or whatever. I can't find it. I think I made a mistake and deleted, but I will have more footage of it in the future of me getting used to it. But I love the trigger. It allows, like I said, it allows you to get very good, accurate follow-up shots. You don't have to pull the trigger as hard. And the more I shot it, I got to the range with it maybe twice, 2 or 3 times, and each time that I went and shot with it and longer throughout the range session, I felt like I was getting better with the trigger. I was getting used to it, and it's pretty dope. I don't advise anyone who is just not getting into the ARs or whatnot. I don't advise them or you to go straight to a trigger like this, because they have Q has a 16-inch that this trigger comes in. I think this trigger comes in the fix as well, but they have a 16-inch AR that it comes in, and it's cool to get the gun because you're getting a good price for it. It's pretty much the same price as this DDM4, and then you get an even better trigger that comes in, and a lot of other good things that come with the gun. But I just don't recommend a trigger of that status to someone who's just coming out, just starting shooting ARs, not much about, don't have a lot of trigger time about, behind the AR. So I would suggest that you get a mil-spec trigger and run it, get used to the whole platform and knowing when to break and all that stuff, and then migrate over into a lighter trigger. But I do suggest, if you want to spend the money for it, get it. I don't know if I would have spent it, because like I said, this trigger is around $300-400. I mean, you shop around, you probably can get a little cheaper here and there, but it's averaging around $300-400. That CMC trigger, I may have paid $200 after tax for it. You know what I'm saying? And that was a while ago, so I don't even know if I paid that much. I may have got caught it on sale, had it a discount code or something. But the trigger, I will say, it is worth the money. But at the same time, just because it's worth the money, that doesn't mean I would have probably spent the money on it, because I could have bought a CMC trigger and some ammo for the price that I spent on that. So just think about it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't suggest jumping out the gate, coming in, you know what I'm saying? You still getting used to the AR platform. You're new to the shooting thing overall. I don't suggest going straight to this, especially if you're doing a build. Just get a mil-spec trigger, run that for a while, then upgrade to that. And then you can keep the mil-spec trigger for spare parts, even though I haven't heard much about a trigger breaking, but anything can break, especially when it's man-made. But anywho, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Get out there and train. Be safe. Peace. Unk Life. It's on you.